happens. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not always that black and white. But I hear what you're saying.
Exception, not the rule.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can still be out minding your business.
Understand that's not how that stuff works, though. So how it works is somebody's up on the corner watching these transactions.
Okay, and that's
so if you're just walking through, nobody's gonna say, "Oh yeah, he been selling all day."
I don't
is it
know
possible?
about that
Yes.
shit. Okay, yeah.
Is it possible? Yes, but exception, not the rule.
Yeah, he was saying basically the same thing I was saying. That,
No, I get it. I mean, there are more than enough innocent people. What I'm saying is that's the exception, not the rule. If you don't put yourself in a position. For example, my mom always said, nothing good ever happens late at night. She never let me go to dances. She said, you'll never have to worry about getting in a fight, getting in trouble at a dance, nothing like that, because you'll never go to the dance. Never got in trouble as a kid. Wasn't allowed out.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but, at the same time, for a kid who is allowed out or whatever, who's minding their business, that something happens to.
Like my kids are in that position.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's too easy for some people to say what you said. And I know you're not saying it in a sense of malice. You understand what I'm saying? But it's a lot of times people would just throw out there, oh, well, if you wasn't. No, it's not always that simple. You know what I mean?
No, it's not a simple thing. And it shouldn't be a thing that you have to worry about your kid that's minding his or her own business.
His own business and just lives in that type of environment.
For example, what's the kid that got killed? He's was working in a veterinary and all he was doing was walking home. It was just recent. Just a couple months ago. There was like
veterinarian.
It was almost like a nerdy kid that the police killed him for he was walking home. Did
I
nothing.
missed that one. Yeah.
Nah, you would know it if I said his name.
Maybe.
Comment if you remember the kid. I think they have audio of him say, "Wow, you guys are strong," and shit. Oh, you guys. Oh, wow, you guys are gonna kill me. There's a transcript.
Damn. It's a shame that there's so many that you can name in that same type of vein with this shit.
The only one. Here's one that's controversial, and people might be upset, but I do have a problem with the Breonna Taylor one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got a big problem with that. Yeah.
I don't have a problem. I have a problem with the police in the aspect that they did the no-knock warrant and just opened fire when they opened the doors.
No, I don't think they opened fire first. I think the gentleman thought somebody was breaking in. If I had a gun on me right now and somebody kicked that fucking door down, you better quickly say, "Hey, Mark, I know them, or I'm going to start fucking shooting." That's just what it is. You don't do shit. I don't care who you are, law enforcement or whatever. Anybody will react that way who thinks they're protecting their home.
If they were at the door and said, "Police, open up,"
that's different.
And you pull out your gun and start shooting, then we're both going down.
I mean, it's different, But then we live in a time too where there's people
who might not be a police.
who bullshit. They got a thing. Fred, what is that thing called?
But you see, I'm always looking out here, though. That's why I'm always looking out. I'm like,
Fred, what is that thing called that the people were dressing up like cops and coming to people's homes? I forget what it was. Was it called swatting or something?
He said death squad.
No. He said that before. I think it was called swatting or something like that. People were dressing up like cops coming and probably taking people's shit. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't know, man.
Shit,
we just live in
there
a
is,
crazy
and
time
this is for everybody, and if everybody knows, I have personal issues that revolve around this. But Netflix has a documentary series about ICE.
Oh, yeah.
And how ICE just
I'm trying not to laugh though when you
illegally busting people's house, take them literally almost kidnap them. So I haven't watched it yet. I don't know that I would. It's kind of one of the subjects with me, but but I heard they very desperately tried to sue Netflix to get them not to air it before the election.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well, yeah, people doing home invasions but pretending to be police. Like that's a no-brainer. Like, all right, let's go rob this house. We'll pretend to be police. Just say we're the police. Kick the door in.
Oh, on a side note, I'm sorry, Fred. I went shooting with your cousin. He took his 9 out for the first time. We went to the range and shot. And I got a chance to shoot. I bought some hollow point slugs for the shotgun. Black smoke was coming out after the shoot.
I already told you what I want to shoot out of the shotgun.
Oh, the dragon?
The Rambo rounds. I want to shoot Rambo rounds. Yeah, we gotta get Shelly. Shelly said Shelly wants to.
Oh yeah, anytime. Yeah.
She got hers. I can't remember what she said. If she got birdshot or buck. I think it's buckshot.
Yeah, she can't shoot birdshot at the range.
No, I think it's buckshot.
She can shoot buck and slug. Can't shoot dragon breath anywhere except on private property. So.
Yeah, I would. One of these days, man, if I can get you away for a weekend, and I can get my brother to swing it, and we just.
Oh, and meet your brother. I would love to meet you.
Drive down to North Carolina. No,
North Carolina.
So he lives in Virginia, but his father-in-law lives in North Carolina and has this open space farm where you can shoot. He has crazy shit to shoot. Like I told you the story. I hope I don't get him in trouble right here. But so I was helping my brother move, who was in the army. He was in Somalia, Afghanistan, Iraq twice. So anybody that ever says I don't appreciate soldiers and all that stuff, it's bullshit.
Oh yeah, salute to the armed forces and the people who serve.
Love my brother. Never will talk about it. He's one of those real people that's like, look, man, not going to tell you about it. He'll tell you about like maybe the trip over there and how long it took and how hot it was, but that's the extent of it. So, was helping him move from his house in North Carolina because they sold it. And this guy, and probably your gun friends will super appreciate this. But so his shed, he has all this like these bags and military duffel bags and all that stuff. And I grabbed one of them. He's like, "Yo, Cam, be careful. One of them has a live grenade in it." I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, yo, what did you just say?" He's like, "Man, I can't remember which one of them, but one of them has a live grenade in it." I'm like, "Man, what the hell is going on?" And he like told me like about his father-in-law and how we can go just let off shit at his father-in-law's.
I'm sorry. My nephew said some stuff earlier that still is making me laugh. Said something about do it for Lancaster Court. Lancaster Court was a neighborhood I grew up in.
Right next to Wilmington High School.
Yeah. But he would come over.
Right across from the
Pathmark. It used to be a Pathmark. Yeah, it's a Mexican.
Oh no! No. I was thinking the one next to Wilmington High.
Pathmark held us down for summers.
Yeah, they had what?
We used to run over there and get snacks, man.
Man, when I worked at the detention center, we used to go over there and get fried fish.
Because the detention center right around there. Yeah.
Yo, there was a kid that was supposed to go to some program. They took him out the front door, and the motherfucker took off. So as soon as he took off, I took off. I had to chase this bastard from the detention center all the way around and didn't catch up to him until I got to the top of the hill right across from the path. Right before he got to Lancaster Court is when I caught up with his ass. Man, I was so mad. I wanted to fuck him up so bad. But by the time I got there, the police got there. So I just was sitting in this, look, I'm in the police car with him like this, like elbowing the shit out of him, trying to hurt him. I was pissed. I said, "Motherfucker, you made me run like that?" Like, because I used to wear like the Stone Cold boots to work. So I'm running in Stone Cold boots.
Oh, boy.
But then they're like, "Why'd you run after him? He's not our, we released him. That's their problem." Right. I was like, "Man, fuck y'all." If I didn't run, they would have said so. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was like, "Man, fuck y'all."
You talking about do it for Lancaster Court with a smiley face. I was screaming when I said that.
I mean, I heard it. I was trying to concentrate on my wings, but I heard it.
And Lancaster Court for me, man. Lancaster Court was the greatest neighborhood. You know, even more so than where I grew up on the west side on 6th and Clayton. Lancaster Court, man, had a bunch of kids, man. And you didn't even have to ask what type of football game was. You just look out your window. And everybody was there, and you knew it was time to come out, man. You talking about...
Well, I've been in there.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, it was... You talking about being active. You didn't have to... Yeah, you didn't have to worry about exercising either. You were always outside running somehow. You know. So it was a great neighborhood to, you know, spend a lot of time in. My nephew learned how to catch a football over his head in Lancaster Court. Thanks
to... overhead catch?
Thanks to your boy, you know. So, great times in there. But when he said do it for Lancaster Court, I couldn't stop it.
I heard it. Speaking of sports.
Yeah.
I've been playing MOB 2020.
Oh, yeah.
So I beat a team 29-0 the other day.
Yeah, what level?
All I know is I had 36 hits. And I think 9 home runs in the game.
You played a whole team, or you played the Road to Glory thing, or the Road to show?
I'm doing the season.
Okay.
The franchise thing.
Yeah.
And I'm in the I did the
John Sikowski. What's going on, Jay-Z?
Jay-Z, you out in Seattle, man. What's going on in Seattle?
Is there any good fish out there? I know you took your ride, but you...
I'm still mad. I've been coming down. Jay-Z, I've been coming down Chesapeake. I ain't got an invite yet to come crabbing.
Yeah, Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, you don't love me, man? What's going on, man? You don't love me no more?
Let's go in your backyard and catch some catfish, man.
I can't get an invite to get crabs. Taught me how to drive a pit. Now you can't help your boy out with crab.
Jump right off when you...
Savage. Jay-Z about to delete me from Facebook. Like, no more, nigga. You'll never see it again. Yeah, so I'm in spring training. And I, like, the week before the last week of spring training, I simulated. And I lost to 2 teams. And they were the last 2 teams on the schedule, too. So I'm like, okay. Wait till this last week. I'm going to play y'all and beat the dog shit out of you. Man, I'm sitting up there. Whack, 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 whack. Andrew McCutcheon for the Phillies. Home run every time we get up. Bryce Harper. Home run every time we get up. Nick Williams. Home run every time we get up.
You playing on easy.
J.D. DiGiorio, whatever his name, first baseman. Home run every time we get up.
Playing on easy.
Man, I don't give a shit. All I know is in the Mighty Ducks, somebody tell me if I'm wrong. In the Mighty Ducks, they said it ain't worth winning if you can't win big. That's all I know. I done already, I think I won the Super Bowl in Madden like 112 to nothing. Working on NBA Live. Speaking of, let's talk about the NBA bubble.
Oh, boy.
Let's talk about this bubble.
Well, you got to talk more about it. I haven't watched the game yet, honestly.
The Lakers have lost 3 straight games.
I heard they're not even trying, according to what my son told me.
It's not true. LeBron had, in the last game, LeBron had 30-some points. But he sat out the game before.
Yeah.
Said his groin hurt.
Yeah, I heard about that. And then he played the next game.
And then played the very next night.
Maybe he got
sat out against
super Helen groin or something.
Sat out against the Rockets.
Yeah.
Then was like, oh, I'll play against the Pacers.
And they lost to the Pacers?
Lost to the Pacers. Anthony Davis only scored like 6, 8 points.
Let me tell you something. I have absolutely zero faith in the Rockets. Zero faith. Because you know why? James Harden, the Rockets had a good run a couple years ago. James Harden disappeared in the 7th game of the, I think it was the Western Conference Finals. I do not believe in James Harden. I think he can score 50 points. Guess who has disappeared
every game in the 4th quarter?
Oh, boy. Here it comes.
It's not LeBron. No.
Okay.
No, AD. Literally, AD. AD is like 0 for 13 in 4th quarters in the last 4 games. No, it's not LeBron. LeBron had a shitty game like 3 games ago. Where he only had like 13 points and whatever. but they are not playing well in that bubble. And it just goes to show, and this is not a Laker bash thing. This is they just should not have played the rest of the season.
You know what's funny, and I hate to say this, because everybody here that knows me know I'm not a Jordan fan. But one thing I can absolutely respect about the man, I don't think I've ever seen a killer instinct like his. Somebody so determined to win. And then that damn documentary, The Last Dance, just made it intensified. It's like, this guy got almost to the point he got a mental issue.
Do you doubt he would have performed in the bowl?
Do I doubt he would have played? Is that what you asked?
No, performed high performance. Like LeBron is up and down in this bubble.
Mike doesn't
has
know
shooting problems,
else.
like all this stuff. Do you have any doubt that Jordan would have dominated?
Yeah, he would have.
He'd have been dominant
because there's something.
There's something wrong with him.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree with you. I love the dude.
Yeah.
As a basketball player, I love the dude. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's something fucking wrong with him. There's something wrong with Kobe.
Yeah.
And Kobe didn't have it. He just wanted to be like him enough that he did that. So Kobe didn't have that. Kobe wanted you to think that he had it. I may be wrong. My opinion is Kobe didn't have it. He just was going out of his way to prove to everybody, yo, I got this shit too.
Yeah. I think he did. I don't think it was as good as Jordan had it. But
I don't think so because here's why I don't think so.
Okay.
Because Kobe didn't have it when he was rookie. Kobe didn't have it when
Fred, the bubble is the basketball players are playing in Orlando to keep themselves isolated.
In like a tent type of situation.
Yeah, they're not going to, Houston like they typically do or Philly or whatever.
So it's like the Olympic Village.
Orlando.
If you want to...
Yeah, it's like the Olympics is all in one place. The basketball games are all happening in one place. So
or the Jordan Dome.
Keep the coronavirus from...
Right. And the players have to get tested like weekly and they're not allowed to go anywhere. But, so here's the thing. Kobe wasn't like that in high school. Jordan was. I think... And I don't want to make this a Jordan. Jordan ain't playing. Whatever. I don't care about the Jordan part. But a lot of the great players are struggling. And this includes LeBron. Like, I'm not saying just LeBron. What's that? Giannis Antetokounmpo, whatever his name is. Struggling. Like, all these really good players are struggling.
Because they probably didn't keep in shape thinking that the season wasn't going to happen. And then all of a sudden, we're going to start the season. Oh, I better get myself in shape now. You're not doing nothing. Of course there's going to be rest.
And this is from Shannon Sharp, who is literally up LeBron's butt.
Yeah.
Oh, we done lost a lot of weight. We good. Like, is that a good thing? Like, I don't know. It's not seeming like it's a good thing. Who else is not playing well? Apparently, the other night, Dame Lillard scored 51 points, but he missed.
They're out. Aren't they eliminated now?
No, they're going to be playing the Lakers in the first round. The playoffs start. Oh. The playoffs start next week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's Portland, LA. Well, LA Lakers.
Mm-hmm. What are the Clippers? The second in the West?
I believe so. Mm-hmm. But I think the Clippers having the easier path. It's going to be helpful to them.
I think the Clippers are the team to beat out West, man.
They have more depth than the Lakers. The Lakers lost out a lot when they lost.
Dwight Howard?
No, there was like Bordley or something like that. There was two players that refused.
Bradley?
No, there was two players that refused to play. Mm-hmm. And one of them was like one of their most defensive type people and blah, blah, blah. Mm. I don't think the Lakers can beat them in the 7-game series. All the experts are saying that Portland probably will take them to 7. And that's a problem. Mm-hmm. So, I think it's going to be interesting, and I don't think that you can accurately say there's an NBA champion. That's just my opinion. I don't think you can.
No, I think this has an asterisk on it. And that's a funny thing because I'm like,
Because you don't want it to be.
LeBron wins it, his legacy is even further tarnished in a sense. You know?
Right. If you win it, you're tarnished. If you don't win it, you're tarnished. Like, this is just a bad.
I can tell you right now, my Sixers ain't gonna win it.
That's who. Who Dame Lillard. He scored 51 against, but they won because he missed.
But they only won by 3 points.
Because Dame Lillard's dumbass missed 2 free throws at the end of the game, and they were like, "Yo, dude has no clutch in him." So the NBA is going to be a mess
because he can rap.
NBA is just a mess. I think they should have just let that season go.
You can't let that money go. That's what it's all about. Advertising.
I think they literally thought the Lakers would walk away with the championship, and it would bolster the league for they won it for Kobe and LeBron won and AD won his championship. All you
gotta do is get the refs to make the right calls. It can still happen.
I think the Lakers have been deflated out of the championship conversation.
Talk about Michael Franzese. They asked him, "Do you know if a ref or a basketball player ever threw a game?" He was like, "Yeah, but I ain't gonna say no names."
For sure. That's a no-brainer shit.
And that all comes from gambling
damn fucking Shaquille O'Neal penny movie?
Maybe.
Blue Chips.
Oh yeah, dude.
You don't think a little bit of that was based off of?
First of all, I hate you for reminding me of that movie because Penny was horrible in that movie.
Penny was.
Penny. Coach, I want to go home.
Ricky Bro.
Coach, I want to go
Neon
home.
Badeau. They had the worst names ever. Neon Badeau.
They're trying to make Bayou names. I'm like, you don't have to do that. Wasn't it LSU or was it a fake college?
It was a fake college.
Okay.
It was shit. I know it was the Dolphins. I just can't remember what they were something the Dolphins.
Hey guys, if you're watching, don't watch Blue Chips if you haven't seen it. Save your life.
It had good cameos. Larry Bird cameo did. Bobby Knight, all the good coaches.
I mean, Nick Nolte,
Jim Boeheim from Syracuse.
Yep, Jim Boeheim.
Bobby Hurley
was in it. Bobby Hurley was in it.
Chris Chaney, was that his name? The left-hand dude from Indiana? Calbert Chaney.
Calbert Chaney. Wow. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Calbert Chaney was in it. Thomas Hill from Duke was in it. I think even Eric Montross was their center. But yeah.
On that note.
Yeah. I mean, next week maybe we'll talk about the NFL and what the NFL is looking like. I just saw the opening game is Kansas City Chiefs and so on.
Well, I hope there is a football season.
Stadium full of nobody.
My own selfish reasons, because I love football, my favorite sport. However,
but don't your Giants suck? Oh my God, sorry.
My Giants got 4 Super Bowls, by the way. They won. No, actually, it was 2011 was the last one, so that wasn't.
That's almost 20 years ago. 10 years ago.
No, it ain't almost 20 years ago, boy. I thought you could count.
Hold on. The Super Bowl will be held in 2021, right?
Yeah.
So that's 10 years.
All right, but it wasn't 20.
That was 10 years.
All right. Who's your team? Exactly. Mm-hmm. So on that note, we're going to get out of here.
Who's the team I use on Madden? I don't even remember. What team did I use?
You were the Bears.
The Bears. Okay.
For no reason.
The Bears? No, because that's the last team that I actually liked. Like Walter Payton.
You liked the 1985 Bears, and you talk about my team.
1985 Bears.
10 years.
That's another reason why I had 34. You know that?
Yeah, you did tell me that. Yeah.
Like, I love Walter Payton. Sweetness.
Not really recent, you bastard.
Can't call no man sweetness in this day and age. No, I'm just saying you can't call no man sweetness in this day and age.
What? I can't even see what that is, Fred.
He was trying to make an emoji.
Yeah, but I can't see what it is.
He just gotta make another one. But yeah. Guess what team Shelly likes?
The fucking Eagles. No?
They're complete opposite.
The Ravens.
The Eagles complete opposite.
Fucking Cowboys. Yeah, that's worse than the Eagles.
Yo, I remember loving the Cowboys when I was a kid.
Oh, because you liked Herschel Walker.
No, right? When I was a kid. I'm old. Danny White, Tony Dorsett, Ed Too Tall Jones, Randy White, who was from Delaware. I loved the Cowboys when I was a kid, and my parents liked the Eagles, so I enjoyed like
rubbing it,
fucking with them when I was a kid.
Okay. On that note, everybody who tuned in, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Remember the YouTube channel is Gorilla Gang.
You like how I did that? I ain't look.
3, 4,
been
2,
drinking
1.
and stopped.
Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. That way you can go back and watch us tear our stomachs up eating hot wings.
Yes.
There's 3 different episodes with the hot wings. At this point, 4?
Well, I did a song.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So there's 4 total.
Well, technically 5 then with Sir Blanco, right?
Yeah, so 5, yeah.
So
we got 5. We got the Gorilla Gang challenge that we did with Sir Blanco. Thanks again, Sir Blanco, for being on last week. Or the other week. Appreciate you. Can't wait you to come back.
We just gonna keep trying to bring y'all something entertaining. You know, it's not always gonna be wings, but you know, every now and again.
I think next time, and because we're doing these bi-weekly, might be something that he might enjoy a little more. And I want to get a cheesesteak pizza and see if we can together eat this cheesesteak pizza. I've only been able to get 2 slices down myself, and I can eat. I'm a big guy. I can eat.
Let me tell you right now.
2 slices, and the perk of it would be the place that makes it is where Caitlin works. She works at
up there in
Little Benny's.
Okay.
Yeah, she works at Little Benny's. So, yeah, so we can do
stun gun trivia. That would be great if I knew I wouldn't have a heart attack after getting stunned.
I know I have a heart attack.
Fred, I would love to do that, but you know,
I've been hit with a stun gun. I'm cool.
Maybe something a little less than a stun gun.
Yeah, I've been hit with a stun gun, tear gas from working in the jail, man. I've been hit with all that.
Maybe
good.
A cattle prod.
Nah, remember cattle prod is what Goldberg lost his streak on?
Yes, I do.
That shit, man.
Right.
I actually just saw him. He was getting interviewed by one of the world's strongest men. And yeah, shit. Oh. No, the fight won't have happened by that.
What,
September 13th, right?
It got postponed in November. By the way, I want to put it on record that I think Mike Tyson is going to destroy Roy Jones.
Absolutely. Did you see him? Did you see Roy training?
Yes, and a lot of people have mentioned that to me. I mean, Mike looks like a cannonball.
Looks explosive, aggressive.
Mike looks like he's 20 again. I mean, ridiculous, you know. Mike Tyson's my guy. Hey, Fred, do you remember that time you went against Mike Tyson and you wanted Buster Douglas to win? Do you remember that? And it happened. And my mouth fell to the floor. Like, that was one of the biggest shocks of my life.
Do you know what I'm watching as soon as you leave?
What?
Mike Tyson on Shark Week.
Who's on Shark Week?
Mike Tyson.
Boy, that's a treat for you.
Mike Tyson kicked off Shark Week last night. Apparently he has a deathly fear. This is stupid. Bear with me.
The tiger guy?
No. This is stupid. Apparently Mike Tyson has a deathly fear of sharks, which everybody has a deathly fear of sharks. Who the fuck gets in the water with sharks? You have to have a fear of sharks. Yeah, nah. Yeah, so it was stupid. I need to get over my fear of shark. Yeah, you have a fear of shark, of course.
I know.
You ain't in the water with them. Get in the water. Get in the water with some sharks.
No, what I'm saying is I don't have to get over my fear.
Exactly.
No, I'm not saying I ain't scared of them.
You have to want to get in the water with them and then say, "Oh, I don't have a fear of shark."
Yeah.
And let me rephrase that, because there are some surfers that are like, "Look, I don't worry about them. This is their habitat. It is what it is. If I get bit, I get bit." And there's surfers there's people that are like that. They just say, "Hey, this is their habitat. I'm in their habitat." Mm-hmm. So they have a healthy respect for them, but they don't have a fear. But once they get bit, I guarantee you it turns into a fear, though. Mm-hmm. But
I'll stay out of that habitat.
Yeah, I don't get in the ocean at all. I love to swim, but I'll never get in the ocean. Not happening. But yeah, so Mike Tyson kicked off Shark Week. It is Shark Week this week, which is my favorite week of the year. I love this week. This is like my Super Bowl and NBA championship.
My favorite week of the week is when Madden comes out.
This is my time.
Because that's pre-football season.
Shark Week. And we didn't even talk about Shark Week. But yeah. Love Shark Week. So
yeah, let me explain something to you real quick. We can ready to wrap up, but I gotta say this. So we did an episode where we talked about passions. We talked about passions. And Vanilla Gorilla got into talking about sharks. And if you've watched the episode, I look lost as hell because I don't know. I mean, he was very detailed about everything he was saying. I mean, I was sitting here quiet looking into the camera like, I don't know what to say.
Which is funny because when you talked about guns, I was lost. Right. You know what I mean? So you could tell, like, it's just a different dynamic. And, you know, obviously I was able to go shoot guns with you, which gives me a little bit of experience. Mm-hmm. Me and you have never, like, experienced, like, sat down and watched, like, a shark show or, like, even Sharkmen, which is one of the best shows you can ever watch about shark research and DNA and the how the sharks work and migrate. And, you know, I won't get into it again, but, you know, I think I got into it pretty well in the passion. But it's just always been my passion, and I swear, if I could have any job and they didn't pay me, that's the job I would do. And it wouldn't be a job for me. I would just go.
Yeah.
I would go. They don't have to pay me. Like,
yeah, doing things you love is reward. You know, I mean, you want to get paid, especially if it pays a good amount of money.
But you don't need to get paid. You're on a boat. You're getting fed. Mm-hmm. You know, you have somewhere to sleep. So do you need paid? You're living on a boat. So I don't think you'd have to pay me, because you'll never see guys more passionate about their job than these guys when they see sharks in the water. Mm. Like, when they see sharks, these dudes are literally jumping in the air cheering, and like, it's the most amazing thing. And I told Kellen when I got hired at Amazon, he was like, "Well, if you weren't doing this, what would you?" And that's what I told him. It's like, I've never seen anybody so excited about the beginning of the job. That would be like if me and you clocked in at Amazon and just started jumping at stand-up cheer. Yeah. Like, who does that?
Let me ask you
I never seen nobody do that.
What do you think Kellen would be doing? Working for a union? That's an inside joke.
Don't lie. Never lie about how your daddy died.
Man, something else. You know, I'm well, can we talk about it with you? Because I don't want something.
Yeah, since I still,
we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
But one day we probably will.
We probably will, but just I'll leave it at this: don't lie about how your father died. Just
because somebody that works for a New York newspaper might call you out on your shit.
Yeah, don't lie about. Don't lie. Honesty is always the best policy. That's all I can tell you.
Anyway, folks, I gotta get up early in the morning. I gotta drive a truck, and I want to be fresh for that. So we are going to cut out of here. Once again, I'm the one-man gang, and this is
the Vanilla Gorilla, man. And I don't even remember eating them hot wings.
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't even have none of those.
We might remember in the morning.
Maybe.
Peace out, y'all.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Later.
It's a pretty good episode for On the Winner. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I had fun.